So let's say we kind of mask her lips here, something like that. And we just say blue lipstick, generate. And now this should be very quick because we optimized for this being like efficient. And let's see what we get here. Yeah, you get it. And then you can continue working on this. And yeah, that is just one example of something you can do. Okay, so today I wanted to talk a bit about how I plan to use AI in 2026, the upcoming year, right? I have a couple of examples of examples of what I mean and stuff, but basically it's just gonna be a pretty chill video. I'm just gonna talk a bit about this, show you a couple of examples, and yeah, that's about it, I think. So here are kind of the 4 points I have picked out so far I wanna focus on in 26 using AI, and scaling automation is something I wanna do more of. I'm going to show you one simple example of an automation pipeline you can set up. And I also want to focus more on like AB micro AI businesses. The video I did yesterday, you can go check that out if you want to know more about kind of my micro AI businesses. I definitely want to dive more into that. And there are a bunch of opportunities in this new generative AI media space, right? I also have an example. Yeah, I guess maybe you saw it in the intro of something simple you can do. This is always opportunities gonna be there next year, I think. But the main point for me is just gonna be keep learning and keep winning, I guess. Because if you stay ahead of this technology, there's just so much you can do now. If you just put a bit of effort in, you don't have to do it like I do. Maybe you can spend like 30 minutes each day or something, just learning about the new tools, see what you can do, maybe a small adjustment in your workflows and stuff like that. And yeah, that basically is the 4 things I want to do. Most heavily, it's going to be on like scaling automation. And I think kind of the micro businesses is also something I want to focus on. And of course, keep learning as always, right? So let me just start by showing you an example of a simple automation pipeline you can set up now that works, reliably. Okay, so this is kind of the simple automated pipeline I want to show you. It could be super easy. Let's say we wanted to just grab something off the web, right? So we are using Gemini 3 Flash and like to say the Google grounding API. We just want to search for a set term. This could be AI news. We're just going to scrape those URLs, gather some context. We also use Gemini 3 Flash again to extract the headlines, the content, put it into a nice format, and just save it in a database. For our case, it's just going to be Supabase. And for that, we can use GitHub Actions, and that could be a cron job. So this triggers every morning, at 9 or something. So this could be like a standalone pipeline, or it could be a part of a bigger pipeline, right? That is how you gotta think, right? So let me show you kind of an example, but basically show you how this works. So I kind of have my code here, right? As you can see, I have something called GitHub workflow, and I have a headlines.yaml file here. This is kind of my GitHub Actions, and you can see I have all the code and stuff here. But of course, I pushed this to GitHub. So if we head over here, we have something called actions, right? Under actions here. And we have my headline aggregator, okay? And you can see if we check the database now, we have some stuff here. So this is for my testing. Let's just delete all this. Okay, so we got a clean database. And if we run this now, so let's say this workflow runs every hour, right? Or something like that. So I can click run workflow, okay? And you can see if we go in here now, this is already set up. I put in my API keys and stuff and everything, and this should be run right autonomous now. So this is just a part of something you can do, right? We install all the npm install, we do the npm start, we're searching today, searching trading headlines, and you can see we found some headlines using Google grounding. We're gonna try to scrape them. We scraped 3 pages. We're not gonna get everything. This is just an example of a pipeline you can do, right? And everything goes to this. We are extracting the stories. And the whole point of this is that we're gonna save it somewhere, right? So it's automated. It's not something I have to go and do. I just get the results, right? So let's just let this run, and then we can check the database. It shouldn't take long, right? Okay, so you can see we got all the headlines here. Here are all the stories. Right, we can scroll down. We got some politics. We got some world news, politics, science. Okay, and if you go to my database now, boom, we got it, right? We have the categories, so you can check sports, something about sports, business, Google and Apple advise USA visa holders to avoid overseas travel. Yeah, you get the point. So the idea is that this is autonomous, right? And this is something I want to do more of in 2026. I said I was gonna give you like an example of like opportunities in generative AI media and stuff. So I prepared like a simple example. I've done a bunch of this on the channel if you want to see more, but yeah, let's just do it. So if you head to the cursor, I wanted to try out this new, it's called Z Image Turbo in Paint model. I love this Z Image. It's cheap, it's fast, right? So it's good for doing these simple apps. So what I went ahead and did, of course, with Claude Code, let's do npm run dev, I guess. Let's let's do an external browser, okay? So I kind of showed you this in the beginning. So basically it's an image editor, right? So we can upload an image. Let me just find an image here. So in the intro here, I think we just did like blue lipstick. Let's try something else now. Let's just take out the mouth. And let's do black lipstick, something, okay? So let's do that. And using this Z image editor with the API, it's super fast because it's this turbo model. Yeah, that worked. And we can try to do something with this eyes makeup here. Eye makeup, I'm just gonna blur out the whole eyes. I don't care. Let's do, yeah, I don't know what kind of makeup people use here, but let's do red shadow, red eye shadow, okay? Let's see what happens. But basically the idea is that this should be like a standalone simple app and you can do editing using generative AI instead of like, yeah, okay, that works, I guess. So you can see, super easy, but pretty cool, and the user experience with the pace of this is very good, and it's just gonna get better, right? That is the idea. Let's say you run this like locally on like more powerful GPUs, you can do this very fast. So yeah, another just example of opportunities in generative AI. Basically, the point today was just to talk a bit about what I plan to use in 2026, what I want to do, more automation, more standalone pipelines, multiple pipelines, parallel pipelines, Claude Code, more agentic. I want to do more AI micro businesses, see what works, what doesn't work, A/B testing, right? I want to do more opportunities in the generative AI media space, like we watched in the example, video maybe, or something like that, maybe avatars, I don't know. But basically, keep learning and yeah, keep being on the front of this. I think it's gonna be important, right? And you don't have to do this, right? But if you kind of want that small edge, I think, at least if you are alone like me, I have like my own thing. I get like massive benefits from using tools like this. But if you have like a big team, maybe you have some better workflows at the moment. But that could change in the upcoming years. So yeah, just wanted to talk a bit about this today and share a bit what I plan to do next year. And I'm gonna try to cover it on the channel, but I'm gonna talk a bit more about it in a week about this channel and what I'm gonna do next year, I think. So yeah, thank you for tuning in today, and I'll see you again tomorrow.